Cheers.
Cheers. It's alright. Yep.
Quite nice.
Started our drink about the world. We're starting in Canada. And
that's the best place to start. You never start in Mexico with tequila.
Never ever start in Mexico. This is because the tequila will just kill you.
So we've ordered some beers.
Beers? Is that to go along with the milks?
No, do.
Passport?
No, do.
So I can tell you exactly what we've got. So we had Canada first.
Wait.
We went to Northern Bloom. I get the Glutenberg Blonde Ale, and Gillian get the 81 Bay Brewing Apricot and Maple Syrup beer.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's alright.
Let me try yours. It's a bit more bitter than mine. Not that I'm a connoisseur of beer that would know the difference.
Oh, it's maple syrup, isn't it?
Mine is,
Yeah.
The other one was a blueberry one.
Yeah.
Hello, bird.
And you also did a whiskey as well. Maple popcorn. Oh, sorry, that's a non-alcoholic drink. Although you can get a maple popcorn shake with maple rye whiskey. So I could have been alright. So I don't know if I'd had a whiskey and a milkshake.
Not a non-alcoholic drink?
Not a non-alcoholic drink.
Okay then.
Is that 3 knots? Does that mean it's an alcoholic drink? Not non-alcoholic.
This is only the start.
I must admit, I did have the, was it the pineapple coconut?
Yep.
Shaved ice.
One drink up.
I'm 1 drink up, yeah, so that was quite nice as well. And it's very warm. We're actually contemplating not doing this today, mainly because of the heat. Because we thought to ourselves, well, maybe get halfway around and it'll be absolutely burst. But, you know what? We're here.
We're burst.
We'll get 4 hours to burn before Harmonious starts.
Then once we find the good spot, then we'll start gathering snacks and food, because we've not got any plans for dinner.
No. Well, we have. It's all alcohol based.
Nothing's food based.
We went last year, or the last time we were here we went to Germany, and that's been fireworks show.
Right, it was right to have my tongue till you said it there. Reflections of Earth. Can't remember you forgot that.
I know. What's the beginning of it though? Yeah.
We sulked for days when it went away, so...
I know. So we sat there and we had a great view over Germany, but since they've put in the Stargate and the chocolate tacos out in the lagoon, you have to actually move around to actually get a better view now. So our best view is going to be just outside the American Pavilion or just at Japan. So
that's where we'll be.
That's where we'll be. But we'll finish these up and then we'll probably meet you again in the Rosencrown. The Rosencrown. The Rosencrown?
Yeah, we've never seen anybody other than people from the UK who can pronounce this correctly, so all we hear is Rosencrown. It's never the Rose and Crown.
No. It could be the Rosencrown if they want to sponsor our next video. the Rosen International Inns and hotels. Just remember that, boys.
Yeah, they're one of your favourite places to stay at.
Just drop me an email below.
Right, drink up. We've got another.
Below.
You can tell we don't do this very often. Right, so
drink or video?
Both. Right, let's drink up and let's get on to the next pavilion, which is the UK.
There you go, Rosencrown in Epcot on a high street. That's in the Rosencrown. Rosencrown.
What are you doing here?
Yeah. Still not heard to you boys. Just remember, sponsorship's still open.
You're getting soaked down here.
So, bit normal, you know. I've been back at home. Strong go for Gillian, and I think the only place in the world that actually serves half, apart from maybe an Ireland, is the Rose and Crown in Epcot. So, cheers! Yeah, it's a beer. Very dear.
Very expensive. How much was that?
$21.
Serious?
Hold on, I spent $120 on some burgers and a bit of chicken today, you know. So,
And a waffle.
yeah, and a waffle. A couple of nice drinks as well, I must admit. But
How much would that be at home? In the UK?
£8 if you're lucky. £9 if you go somewhere.
That's special.
Fish and chips, Scotch egg. That's Scotch egg. They used to call it a Scottish egg. It's not a Scottish egg, it is a Scotch egg. What's it, leaping leprechaun? Is that British? Maybe not.
It's Northern Ireland's part of the UK.
Is leprechauns in Northern Ireland though?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Irish?
Yes, Southern Ireland.
Because it's got Irish whiskey in it.
Yeah, true. You got a fireball! One thing have we been into it, apart from Scotland. So, no, not one from everywhere then.
What would the national drink in Scotland be then?
Well, you would think it was Iron Brew. I would probably say it's whiskey.
Whiskey.
Yeah, and it would be a good whiskey at that, a good malt. Yeah, we'll drink this, and then we'll head on.
Have you ever seen a bar in the UK serve sangria?
No, unless it's no tapas at the side of it. So we'll drink these up and then we'll go to France. Okay, I take it back. I got a whole bit of Scotch whisky on the back of the menu. So, okay, they've maybe redeemed themselves. Oh no, it's quite a good day. Oh no. Right, next stop, France. But I never knew that France had gondolas going back and forward in the middle of the city. Probably not. Gillian's just said that we should hire a cameraman to take us round and record all the stuff that we're not recording. Well, because it is probably funnier. It is probably funnier than what we actually said today. What was it that I said today? Alright.
This morning?
So, yeah. So, she said to me, I said to her, I said, did you get any sleep? He says, yeah, this is probably you.
Do you just power down?
I know. I just laughed because
he only sleeps about 3 hours and he's awake at like 4 AM and thinks I don't hear him, and because he's awake at 4 AM, I'm awake at 4 AM.
Yeah.
And then I turn over at 5 and go, you may as well just get up because we're all awake now anyway.
So the time we hit about 2 o'clock, 2:30. If you're getting an Apple Watch, you'll understand this, that you do 12 stands during the day, and that's when the alarm goes off.
Okay, right, show us your watch.
Well, show you my phone.
Right. So you get 12 stands in a day and it registers at the 10 to every hour when you do a stand.
Right, go.
Look at this. Look at this.
So
it's currently 4:45 in the evening and he's done 14 stands in the day.
Wait till you see yesterday's.
Yesterday's he's done 19 stands in a 24-hour period. And then between midnight to 2, then he's up once, and then 3 to 4, and then he's up after that.
Yeah. There is a reason why I got up at these hours.
So if you can understand why some of our vlogs are somewhat tense, it's because I am exhausted.
What time we got up yesterday?
About 4:30 AM. In the AM?
Aye. So what time we get the bus at? 46?
Yeah. I don't even go up when I time for work.
As I keep saying to her, she can sleep when she gets home, you know.
It's not even funny.
She's sleeping the plane, sleeping the Saturday, sleeping the Sunday, and then that's it. I've got to drive up the road.
That's why you're driving up the road, because I don't sleep for 2 weeks solid. I drove down.
Yeah.
Were you pacing about, jumping about your seat for 4
So the
hours?
whole idea that we put this video on just now is that the amount of people that are coming to join the queue behind us, and looked at the queue and going, no, it's far too big, and leaving. What they don't understand is how good this ice cream is. The ice cream is delicious, especially the white chocolate coconut one.
Before it was like, yeah. So if we've missed the point, we're in France. We're currently standing in the queue for the ice cream shop, or the artisan ice cream sorbet. We queued, or we came to look at this. Remember last year, the night we arrived?
Yeah.
And the queue looked like this, and we said we were standing in it.
That's only because we had only a couple of hours to go and we had to get something to eat, like substantial to eat, because we hadn't had any dinner since, well, you hadn't had any dinner because you were thrown up in the plane. So, very turbulent, the plane journey in. So, Gillian doesn't do well to sort of motion sickness or turbulence. So on that basis, she was
Hold on.
very sick.
I wasn't the only one sick, the most of the
No,
flight
a
was sick.
lot, no.
That came from the stewardess, that wasn't me.
Yeah. A lot of people were
Ran out
sick.
of sick bags.
A lot of people were sick, but I had Gillian's afternoon tea, which was lovely.
Yeah, so I'm thrown up into a bag, this is a lovely story, and I look over and there's Stephen eating the afternoon tea with the, it was a scone and clotted
Scone and
cream.
clotted cream with jam, and we sort of roll with ham and cheese. It was lovely.
Yeah. But normally it's really nice, I can't knock the virgin food at all, I really like your
It's
plain
even
food.
better because I had two of them.
Yeah, but I didn't need to look over and see clotted cream. Yeah, I'm
No.
like this one.
She didn't have to look down to see the clotted cream. All she did to really look down and look into her bag.
That's the roughest flight I've ever been on. Do you know, I've done a flight from Nottingham to Glasgow with a hangover and was really ill, but that was the worst flight I have ever been on. And it was just the last 2 hours of it. Anyway.
Well.
Live and learn.
Yeah.
Right,
We'll look at it
we're
again.
going for ice cream.
I know. This was just a
Run. We'll show you when we get inside.
Gillian says she can't feel her feet, but only 2 drinks in she can't feel her feet.
No, hold on. I can't feel my feet because my feet have been sore for 3 days now. As I said in one of my previous videos, my feet swell. I don't know if it's the heat or if it's the walking, but I no longer have ankles, I have cankles. I can see lines going across my feet that is itchy as anything. I'm having to soak them in ice every night, I'm having to spray them with cool spray. My feet are really incredibly sore. 2 drinks in and I don't feel the pain anymore, so I'm going for alcohol rather than ibuprofen.
We did have the discussion last night in the food court. We bought the cups, the refillable cups at the resort, and they have got these milks. That's to go with the beer.
Well, you need to tell the story that goes along with that because nobody else is going to understand it.
We'll come along to that, right? I'm sure by the end of this video we'll probably get a little bit.
This might need to be a video on its own.
So, but it's vanilla cream and it's lovely. What French vanilla? French vanilla.
Maybe a hazelnut one as well.
Oh, but it's so nice. So I came in the other night and it says, I've just made coffee. It says, right, okay, it says, you can maybe put a Bacardi in. This is 9 in the morning because yesterday we went to Pandora at Animal Kingdom and we had rum at like 8:15 in the morning.
Good day.
Yeah, I was going to say her day get better from then on. So I think that's when she took the idea is
just put
if I put Bacardi in my coffee in the morning, we're alright.
Yeah, none of us are driving, so there's no issue with that. He did ask me this morning, so we actually brought a litre of Bacardi with us because it was the duty free for £11.
I know.
So there is.
I actually swithered a bit again. It says, I don't really drink a lot on holiday. This is but for £11. I said, I'd wash my hands with and over a bath with it. Yeah. So we're nearly at the ice cream place. Maybe another, what, 10-15 minutes maybe to get in?
If that, yeah.
And then we might show you the ice cream. By the time we get outside it'll probably melt you. Or eaten. One of the two.
One or the other.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Bye.
Taylor, when?
Who said that? That's great, thank you.
Good. Any no whipped cream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing good.
Yes, with the receipt.
No, wow.
That's great.
So I just have the normal one. Stephen has chocolate sauce and whipped cream. And if you know, you know that in Walt Disney World, a trash can is your best friend. Right, it's as good as you remember.
As Dora would say, delicioso.
God, it's so good.
Yeah, it's so good. It's,
Oh my god, it's so good.
I was about to say that.
Big bits of chocolate and coconut in it.
We get champagne, I think I'll put my champagne in the waffle bowl and drink it out of that.
Even if we get champagne, we're not seeing the fireworks.
Oh, you might, just as you put onto the stretcher.
I'll definitely see the fireworks from the ground lying straight up.
Woo! The claw!
I'm going to put this down. Sorry people, my ice cream's more important.
That's good, the lady had a real struggle trying to put the ice cream in.
Yes.
Just like me, I've got a bit of a struggle trying to put the ice cream in my mouth. Just wait till we get to Mexico. I'll struggle trying to bite my lip.
We make it to Mexico without one of us being sick, or passing out, or falling over.
I don't do that.
It'll be a miracle.
I've fallen over too many times over the last couple of weeks. So Raphael, at one of the nights out with the work a couple of weeks ago, about a week before we were due to fly out, and really hurt my leg. My knee's really sore, and I've been hobbling a bit. I can still walk on it.
Hold on.
It's really sore. Oh no!
The cast member needs in to do his
Oh
job.
no! He's doing his job. Good. Thank you. So we thought we were going to have to move because the cast member wanted to empty the bin. I'm surprised he just didn't throw us both in.
No nice feeling.
So, yeah, I hurt my leg and I can still walk.
Hold on.
But
Hold on, back up. Back up. Tell the people how you hurt your leg.
I can't remember. I was sitting next to someone and I sort of stood up and next minute I was sparkled on the floor. Don't remember why. I wasn't drunk. No, not at that stage of the proceedings anyway. And I really hurt my leg and I actually thought that I'd done my kneecap. So we are back at Epcot in the next couple of days. We're going to Beaches and Cream, but you'll probably see us at one point coming through this door again and probably all some of the same stuff.
I tried to branch out last time and ordered the strawberry or raspberry macaron,
Yeah,
which was really good.
but not very big.
Stephen was horrified.
I know. Tiny. I remember one of the other times we were watching the fireworks illuminations and
Yeah, I got the name right.
we got the name right this time, over in Germany, and we decided to say, okay, we'll go and get ice cream. So here's me traipsing away from Germany, away to France, standing in the queue, getting the ice cream, and walking back. By the time I come back, Jillian said to us, have you had your ice cream? I says, oh, did you get ice cream? I says, yeah. But it was that warm and it melted on the way back and I just had to eat it before I actually got back to her. So there was none left by the time I actually get back to her. Luckily she said she didn't want it.
Does that mean you're officially a content creator?
Did you say that right?
Yes, I did. A content creator.
Yeah.
What did you think I said?
I don't know. I couldn't possibly comment on that. Right, so this is, we've had our ice cream, delicious as ever. Jillian's fallen to the wayside already. She didn't fancy anything in the France booth. So, apart from the Grey Goose slushy with Grand Marnier and orange slush, which if she had that, it would have probably put her on her bag by America, which is only another, what, 3 countries away. So, I got the Merlot. So, a nice wee chilled red wine. Always better if it's chilled. It really is. It brings out the flavour.
Every red wine connoisseur going to scream at their TV.
You know what? I like what I like. The only thing I don't like is Buckfast, you know.
Okay,
Hope you're watching this, Donna. Right, here we go.
Yeah.
So, you know, some red wines you can get, you can smell how good they are. It smells of plastic. I don't know if that's just the container.
The cup.
I don't know if that's just the container or the wine. It's alright. So, Morocco next?
Yep.
I don't know what to sell in Morocco.
Well, we'll find out in a minute. Woo.
So, Jillian's away to the toilet again. I think it's one of these things that we're going to have to do a new series of toilets round about the world. That we can, our favourite toilets round about the world. I always feel that if you pass by a toilet and it's there, you just have to use it. Look who it is. She's back.
I'm back.
Who about you?
Toilet.
Yep. I said that we'd make a new series. Toilets around the world.
Around the world. Because I've been in every one of them.
Yep, I did say that. If you see a toilet, you just have to go and use it.
Well, you have clearly taken advantage of that today.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I had a coffee and a bottle of Gatorade before we hit Ratatouille this morning. And by the time we're about halfway through the queue for the ride, yeah, I was a desperate dying. So I was...
We broke the seal and that was the rest of the day.
Yeah, and that was it. Just keep on going. I don't know where the best place to go and get something to drink is. She's wandered away from me. We'll just go in the back and see if we can find her. Or see if we can jump out and get her. That's more like it. Look who I found! I was just saying it, it says that you wandered away, so you wandered away.
I went to look at the drinks because we're in Morocco.
And what did you find?
Strawberry daiquiris.
Okay.
You'd be cooking this Bacardi, isn't it?
I like Bacardi.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go! Now, has that boat always been there? Or has it just recently turned up? I don't know. Hold on, I'll ask Jillian.
Apparently it's always been there, I've only seen it this morning.
Yeah. Give it to 8:30 tonight, you don't see much else. Well, strawberry daiquiri it is. Enter here. Assorted Moroccan pastries. Will we have some to eat? Probably not. Frozen mint tea, is that better? Like a mojito?
Maybe just tea, but mint tea. Like peppermint
Mint tea? Like the toothpaste is?
Yeah.
The toothpaste is mint tea.
The worst bit is he cracks himself up.
I'm not the one that actually thinks I'm funny, so if I don't laugh, nobody else will. So, good tip for these sort of places. Maybe not in Morocco, but definitely in the Rose and Crown. Don't get the sangria, because you're paying $11 for a sangria out of a box.
It's out of a box!
Okay, thank you. There are 2 straws as well. So we're going to watch what we're doing here, because this is where Jasmine comes out, and the last thing we want to be doing is dropping strawberry daiquiri everywhere.
I don't know, might help her. She looked a bit strange this morning.
She looked a wee bit like
Don't say it.
Mother.
Don't say it.
No, I don't know, it's just...
She looked as if Jasmine had a wee bit of plastic surgery.
Yeah, oh, like this?
Yeah. Right, put the straws in the drink.
Yeah. Did say don't drop the daiquiri, but hey look.
You dropped the daiquiri.
Here comes the tour. I could do a tour. I could take them around really show them a good time. maybe not the good time that they actually wanted to do, but hey, I'd enjoy it. Right, okay, daiquiri time, right? Daiquiri time. Oh, it's Bacardi. Right.
So we're in Tokyo. What drink did we get this time?
Tokyo Sunset.
Woohoo!
Of course we did. It had to be.
Because it's got rum in it.
Yeah, it's got rum in it, of course.
Yeah.
Rum in it. Yes, it does. And snaps. And you said everything's granny in here. Coconut rum, creme de banana, peach snaps, pineapple juice and sour mix. So a lot of the things I actually quite like. What did she get first score?
Why not?
Is it good?
It's really good.
Whoa. It's like a bongo.
It
I
is.
don't know. I don't remember what that is. A bongo, and drink it in the Congo.
They still sell that, you know.
Really?
It's like a pre-mixed tropical fruit juice. Sold by the carton, but you used to get it in small cartons and...
3 mix, is that like 3 beers?
No.
No? No. Aperitif.
Oh my god. Dad joke loading here,
People don't know me. Get to know me soon. This is that. This is probably as good as you're going to get me. Well,
This is as good as it gets, folks.
We're only halfway around. You might actually get a lot more of it. It's always good that somebody, they order the drink and then it comes out and just stands at the exit of the booth so that nobody else can get exited.
So there's like a group of people just at the end that just stand there, so there's now like a bottleneck of people.
So we were worried about going to America next, because one, it's all beers.
Ladies and gentlemen, Drunk Steve has arrived.
So
Where's Miko?
the Garden Rock series is on, and we were actually worried that we wouldn't be able to do any of the footage or have to do a narrative over the top later on.
Okay, just because the footage is the music's copyrighted, heavily copyrighted.
So I'm thinking we start moving just after we drink this one, get America in while we've got a break. I don't know when the next on. I won't knock that one out, but again it is beers, but it's like coffee beers. You see if my leg was any better than it actually was. You may see me hopping up and down to Japan. Unfortunately, due to my injury, that's not going to happen.
Due to your affliction?
Yeah, right, so I'm colourblind, right? And folk always take the
Right,
mickey
I never
out of my
mentioned that.
affliction. That is my affliction.
I never mentioned anything about you being colourblind.
No, I know. Folks say, Stephen, are you colourblind? Are you colourblind? I said, how can you see? I said, you just see in black and white? I said, no, I'm not a dog. I can't see in colour, I just can't differentiate between greens and browns and reds and blues and purples and not long to go. I think it's good. We've got a wee way to go. Whether we actually make the fireworks tonight, we'll watch the fireworks tonight, but I don't know if we'll find the exact spot that we want to do.
I'll tell you something. Bet you us watching the fireworks by drinking this is going to be a lot more entertaining than us just randomly filming the fireworks.
Which is why they should sell alcohol in the Magic Kingdom. Because we went to see Enchanted the other night and we stood right the way down, just at the bottom of, well, the top of Main Street, just
At the flagpole.
Just at the flagpole and well, where the train station is, and we were not impressed at all. Fireworks were good, but I don't know. It's just not. Happily ever after.
Yeah, and that's the problem. I really did try and hold my opinion until we got here. I've seen both shows on YouTube, and I always think sometimes the fact YouTube doesn't do the fireworks justice. I don't need to see them in perfume. I need to see them in person. I am not overly impressed with the fireworks. I really like the song. It just doesn't. It's just not happily ever after. That's all. That's just my personal opinion on it.
Well, you know, I mean, I've held off my opinion because I've not seen a lot of these things. You know, so I've not seen Rise of the Resistance. I've not seen Minnie and Mickey's, or Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and I've not seen Ratatouille. All of which were actually better than I thought they were going to be.
That's because you listen to things that you listen to other people's opinions, and they come back and say it's not a great ride, it's not as good as the last one. But some of the people who are here constantly, I mean, we've watched some people who call themselves jaded.
Yep.
Because they're here all the time. And I think in that instance, yeah. People who are seeing all these shows, all these rides, they have a certain level of expectation. But for people who are travelling from the UK and spending 10 hours on a flight to get here, these things are pretty spectacular.
Yeah, you don't get them at home.
That's not proper plastic cheese.
Good, it may actually taste nice then. What I was thinking was, just before I went to the toilet there, again, that I was going to just wait and do this bit and then go. Because it reminded me a wee bit of Joey and Friends, where it was doing the audition with Jeff Goldblum, and it made his performance a lot better. I know a lot of people say that I talk really, really fast, but I think if I needed to go to the bathroom at the same time as having a fast accent anyway, people would definitely not understand what we're saying.
People here are struggling to understand what you're saying at the best of times.
No. America, we actually found something that I might actually drink. It's not hop. It's not hoppy, which is a strawberry hard cider. What is we would just call it strawberry cider.
Yeah.
I think we've got to put the hard bit in because it's got alcohol in it. So I think you can have cider that's not got alcohol in it here.
You can.
Yeah. And
It's like seltzer, so you get hard seltzers here.
a Mickey pretzel with cheese.
With
But you know when you've got something that's Mickey shaped, that you always have to eat the ears first. Unfortunately, we were that hungry that the ears went really, really quick.
Eat your pretzel and mustard because you're not even eating it with cheese.
Just try to look after the cheese.
Well, you worry about your mustard, I worry about my cheese.
That is nice.
On a Tuesday, and Frozen's currently a 90-minute wait.
We did test track earlier on. There was a 60-minute wait, and both of us went on the single white rider line, and we got both chosen to go in the same cart, and we must have waited less than 15 minutes, possibly 10. So
If you can.
yeah, do the single rider. It's a no-brainer because Yeah, I can understand if you're doing it for the first time, you want to get through the experience of building your own car or designing your car.
Plus if you also have a family that you need to keep together, like maybe younger kids that you want to make sure there's somebody with them.
But you do the single rider, and as I said, we were both in the same car, so we both get our picture taken. Although Jillian's magic band's not working, I think she maybe have to get a new one.
It's a few years old.
So the wind just picked up there, and Jillian grabbed the most important thing to her.
That's
bottle of
not
water.
true. I stopped the water.
What did I grab? The beer.
I stopped the water from falling over because it's holding down the paper with all the mustard on it that blew away before that I had to go chasing after and white mustard off my hands.
Always save the alcohol.
85 cents.
Blood orange. Oh. Napoli.
Napoli.
In Italy?
Italia. I remember the 1990s.
Is this going to be a football story?
It's going to be a football story, but I remember the 1990s that we had the World Cup in Italy, and I don't know if it was the Prime Minister, but one of the MPs for Italy was called Cicciolina. She was a porn star.
Right, well that's going in the outtakes.
And there was a band called, the Pop Elite itself had a song called Cicciolina. I will have to look that up just to confirm.
Don't bother.
That's really nice.
It's really nice.
It's really disturbing. The things that are really nice are really expensive, you know, for such a small amount.
Like me. Choose your words carefully here. Choose your words very carefully here.
I am. I really am. Yeah, that's right, sweetie. I was right, it is Pop Elite itself, and it was Cicciolina, and they brought out a song for the 1990 World Cup just for her. That was really good.
What's that?
And I did several. She thinks I'm drunk, but I'm
I'm
drunk. But I'm
no,
definitely
that
not
drunk.
No.
We'll see.
I know. So, Italy again, it was all wines. A couple of beers. To go along with the meats and the milks.
Did you just crack yourself up for no reason whatsoever?
That's so
right,
funny.
what's the story behind the
I know, I mean,
beers, meats and cheeses? Plural?
There's an advert on the telly back home, right? In Britain.
Is it not a baby advert?
It's a baby advert for
Milks?
Formula. But for some reason she says milks rather than just milk. And I just think it's really funny. This isn't it when you get adverts for beers and then meats and cheeses. I don't know what makes it so funny, but that is it's the meats and the cheeses and the milks and the beers. Next is Germany. We're looking forward to go. Germany, China, Norway and Mexico. Mexico's going to be an absolute hitter. It really is.
Mexico's margaritas.
That'll be the make or break sort of thing, isn't it? Although I think I will have the mango one.
I don't know if it would make or break or more so much like
or just break.
fall of glides.
There's no make, it's just no break.
No break anything.
So Germany's next. And Germany's going to be beer as well.
We can have
Might surprise us.
Or wine. Beers or wine.
Someone's got Dr. Pepper socks.
What's the worst that can happen?
Have you noticed she's wearing Dr. Pepper socks?
Only you would. I think we should maybe get some tea.
Yeah.
Rather than just having a pretzel and cheese.
Pretzel and cheese.
Pretzel and cheeses.
Pretzel and cheese. Pretzel and cheese or pretzel and cheese?
Or Rosencrown.
Pretzel and cheese.
So, who did we just
had a
meet?
proper fan moment.
Honestly, we just met Nate from Page and Mr. Morrow, and I walked up to him and I says, Nate! And he turned around and went, hi! And I just feel as if, because you're watching them all the time, that you feel as if you know these people.
Yeah.
You know, so
that's the problem. You shout their name assuming that they're going to know who you are.
I know.
And that's not the case. He turned around and two total strangers standing there. But we caused a bit of a problem because we stopped him. There was then people round about us then stopped him as well. But I'm not going to lie when I tell you we actually ran from back to Italy to catch him.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, as we said earlier on, if you catch a toilet, you have to go in one. So here's me coming out and I see Nate just outside the, where are we? Just outside Germany, where they sell the glasses and the engraved glasses. And Nate was there. And I'm saying, I says, where is she? Where is she? And she took that long in the toilet and was come out. I sort of pointed across and she went, what is it? This is what? And she just saw Nate's hat and went, oh!
Nate!
I can't chase him down. And she went,
watch me.
Who can? So,
pull my coat, I'm going after him. I tell you something, it's the fastest I've moved in the 4 days since we've been here.
But again, he's such a nice guy. Honestly, he's so accommodating. You know, and again, we did cause a problem because I think a lot more people were stopping them.
There was a small boy stopped at something on, I think it might actually be something in his t-shirt that mentioned about them. There's a woman pulled up in an electric vehicle behind us. And I heard her shouting, he's a Disney vlogger, and I think we started to cause a problem.
Yeah, so, oh well, we get our picture.
We get a picture taken with Nate.
And again, that's made my holiday, because we did say it's one of the things that we wanted to see was Nate. We watch him every night, and he's such a nice guy, and you know, to actually be him and he's such accommodating in real life, rather than, so nice. You know, than just being dismissive. And
said that yesterday.
So good.
We were sitting in Disney Springs yesterday, and I actually said we were sitting outside Gideon's Cookies, and I said, see if I sit here long enough, do you think I'll see Nate?
I know. Well, it's usually the first of the month because the new cookies come out at that time, so
right,
to actually see him here tonight was really good.
We should be planning on the fact that we're sitting in front of Kermit now.
So, and Miss Piggy.
There's now, unfortunately, because we're sitting in front of Kermit and Miss Piggy there, because we're sitting in front of Kermit and Miss Piggy, we're now
causing a scene ourselves.
attracting a crowd.
Oh well. Right, okay.
Let's go.
Right, time to go.
Where are we?
You can tell it's coming that time of the night.
Yep.
Eh? We've only got 4 more to go, and we'll get Germany.
3 more to go.
Germany, we've not even started yet. So Germany, Japan, Norway, and then Mexico.
Oh, we've got 4 more to go.
Yeah. So we are in Germany.
Whoop, whoop. It smells amazing. We're sitting right outside the caramel place, Caramel Coochie,
which is the Werther's Original. It's a shop.
The only place to get true salty caramel.
Yeah, salty caramel stuff and Werther's Original stuff as well, which is really nice. So
what did we get?
We got a grapefruit beer. Light beer, I think it is. They never really had it. It was a seasonal beer.
Very tentacle.
Yeah.
Grapefruit.
So it's grapefruit, but we got one of them, so we'll give this a go. Oh, that is really nice. It's a lot better, but probably a normal beer would taste like if we were getting it for Germany.
That's quite nice.
Yeah, it's very grapefruity.
No, it's grapefruity though.
But you know, I
No,
think
guess
this.
it's more orange. There is a slight bitter aftertaste, but
Here we go, story again. In my younger days, right, I used to have half a pint of lager and used to put a Cointreau in it, and it was called a Cointreau flyer because that's what it made you do. It made you fly if you had any more than one or two of them. But I think the grapefruit is more grapefruity rather than orange. But that is nice. So we'll just keep on going. They've just announced that Harmonious is on at 9 o'clock. And we were meant to be sitting down outside the Japan pavilion, but since we started this, we decided, right, okay, well, we're now 3 drinks to go. We can't stop now, so we'll go down to Mexico and we'll just keep on going down the other side of the park, and so we can actually see it coming back up towards America. So we'll get more chance of actually getting out of the park and onto a bus and back home, rather than getting caught up and everything. But here again on Thursday, we'll get looking at beaches and cream. So we'll find our spot at that point and we'll sit down and we'll watch the fireworks from a good vantage point. What do you think? You don't care, do you?
nope. Right, Steve, where are we? We're in China.
In China.
We're in the China pavilion. What did we get this time?
We got a Tang, I said Dynasty, but they said
Dynasty.
Tang Dynasty, which you should know if you're used to watch Dynasty. Which is a Jose Carrera Special Tequila, Gold Light Rum, Strawberry Tequila Colada Mix, and white boba pearls with soda water. Jillian likes the boba pearls. We've also got boba straws.
Which just means
Big straws.
their straw's wide enough for the boba
So
pearls.
the boba's coming up. Unlike Boba Fett.
Right, nah.
Nope.
Nope. Nice try, but
What? Whoa. I don't know if I like that or not.
I like your face there, it was priceless.
It's a bit weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard to distinguish what the taste actually is.
It's just that much in it, to be honest.
Tequila probably.
Yeah.
Strawberry, a wee bit. Hands up. Have you found a boba yet?
Oh, they're there, look.
Boba? No.
Yeah, there, I just never got one.
Alright. So when it comes to the ice at the bottom of it, and you go, there you go Stephen, it's your turn. When she tries to get all the boba.
It's going to be really disgusting.
Is it not now? Well, there it is.
It's
Yeah.
not a boba pearl, look.
This is a white boba pearl.
But it's solid, it's pure gel, it doesn't burst.
Is it like a fruit pastel?
One there sitting eating a dinner. We're sitting right outside this window and I'm
Is it like a fruit pastel?
look.
You better explain that as a boba pearl rather than something else.
It's supposed to be a boba, what do you think it looks like?
I don't know, but these folk are looking out and you're going like that. This is our dinner meeting. No. Right, okay. So the boba pearls are not going down well. What do they taste like?
Nothing. I thought maybe the difference between a boba pearl and a boba ball. What, the boba ball's burst?
Yeah.
No, not like that.
Okay. So just a drink then?
Yep.
Okay.
You try them.
Hang on. It doesn't taste like anything.
It's just like slime in your mouth.
Oh, it's like a jelly. It's like
A tasteless fruit pastel.
well, did you ever put anything like that in your drink?
Like a gummy thing that went slimy.
Aye. Oh, like a gummy bear or a fruit pasta or something like that. Did you ever put one in your drink just to flavour it? Let's knock it out of the park and get out of here.
It's kind of how we're feeling now, right? We started off with like great intentions and we're like, yeah, we'll stay and we'll watch the fireworks, and now it's just like...
What can we get in the food court?
Breadsticks with Alfredo sauce.
Breadsticks with Alfredo sauce. I found this the other night. Jillian fell asleep for like 24 hours.
Jillian wasn't well.
And I brought back pizza. And I also brought back breadsticks with Alfredo sauce. Oh, so nice. So we had chicken Alfredo last night, that's it, or pasta with chicken, sort of breaded chicken. That was really nice, but we got the Alfredo sauce as well. We're going past Norway. We have to go to Norway.
Norway's over there.
Norway is maybe over there. Sorry.
Drinks cat.
Arendelle.
Arendale's there. Drinks cat's over there. Right, let's see what we can find. Don't choke the Alfredo's there.
Did I sing it that well that we'll maybe get in for copyright if I did that?
Maybe.
I'll have to go into there knowing.
Sweetheart, we do that every day.
Right, 8 o'clock and it's really getting quite dark now. So in Norway I had a Pilsner. They say Ask Pilsner, but it's actually Aus Pilsner. So we'll give it a wee go.
Not a fan of that?
Oh, I don't know, it just seems as if the further down we get, the worse the drinks get.
Yep.
I just hope that now Mexico is calling and they're going to give us a really good tequila sort of
Cocktail.
margarita sort of thing. Maybe I'm just used to the bobo white pearls. You know, they were that sweet. Yum yum. So I must admit, I didn't think we'd get to this point when we started off, especially when we got to the Rose and Crown. And
We've stopped so many times back and we've had things that take you in between. We're kind of sobered up a bit.
speak for yourself.
I don't say much a bit.
We were thinking about maybe just grabbing something from Mexico in the quick service and parking up somewhere and just having something to eat. The other option is just get back to the hotel and grab something to eat there.
I'm up for either of those options.
You know, if it was Illuminations, we might actually have stayed and we've probably found a place to sit and watch it. But the fact that it's harmonious, I'm not really over enamoured with it. So, we'll see. Just heading into Mexico, there's the pavilion there. Oh, we might be able to grab something here, along with the tequila. They do empanadas and tapas stuff. So, as we get closer, we'll maybe take a look at the menu and see if we can grab anything. But it may just be tequila and out here. If we can get the bus half an hour before everybody else, it means that we're home and back in the resort. It's an early start tomorrow. We are going to Rise of the Resistance again tomorrow, which I'm sure Jillian really enjoys. But once we do that, we can then hit the tower, rock and roller coaster hopefully, and then Olga's, and then we can go shopping.
Not a chance of hitting Rise of the Resistance tower stuff.
No, well maybe the 2 out of 3. Yeah. 2 out of 3.
It's a baby bunny.
Just sitting there.
Who winner? Lucky him. At least he can get away with that.
He's drunk around the world.
He gets to eat his way around the world every night.
Right, okay, we've finally done it. We've made it. We have done the drinking around the world. And here is the frozen margarita, wild strawberry margarita. Last one. 8:15, and we've got until 9 o'clock for the fireworks to start. I think after this we're just going to head back to the hotel, grab something to eat, get back to the room and just blink out.
Do you know what?
It's been a really
It's been a really long day.
Yeah, think up. Good. No.
Might need to stop a bit.
There's taste of tequila. Yeah, I'll mix up.
Can I take the bunny home?
Come on.
What?
Yeah,
You never say that.
I don't care.
Can we get back to Canada?
That way? Why? What do you want? Oh, right,
You know what I want.
okay. We can walk around there. Jillian wants a bubble wand. That's why she wants to go.
It's not just any bubble wand, it's a balloon, a Mickey balloon shaped bubble wand. It's the compromise, remember?
Yep, look, I can see where I want to go.
Is it a toilet?
It is a toilet,
I'm
yeah.
surprised,
And there's Spaceship Earth behind you. No, in front of us, behind you.
Behind you, in front of us.
Yeah. All that up. Which I must admit is a lot better than it looks than it was previously. And what it was a preview that.
You've got a cheek. You have got an absolute cheek.
It looked as if it was one of these things you pressed the light on. You know, when you had a light under the stair. You know,
One of these battery operated things that you pushed in and lit up.
It was garbage.
Yeah, but you moaned loudly about the fact that they were even touching it at alternate to begin with. True?
Well, you know how much I like change.
Oh yeah, the handle is so beautifully well. But she's so pretty.
It is nice. It really is nice. I've not seen the rainbow connection thing yet.
We drank the world.
We drank the world. That's the first time I've actually done that. And it's been very, very warm today. We had some water. One water.
And a shaved ice.
When you when you watch this video back and you hear the audio of the cast member this morning saying
to another, to all of you, please make sure to drink plenty of water today. Water is a good thing. If you're choosing to drink other things aside from water, please include water in your diet. Please make sure that you do not consider the ice in your cup to be the water that you have for the day. Because if you do that, sooner or later you will be on the floor and sad. We would rather have you be hydrated and happy. So please make sure you are drinking plenty of water.
Okay.
right, we're going to walk and we're going to get down to Canada.
Do you have to go to Canada? We can go to the Magic Kingdom and get it. But I have
sure?
to get it the next time we see it. Or I
We're
won't
back
get
here on
it.
Thursday. There has hundreds of them.
Right, you know the rule.
If you see something in Disney, you get it, because
Right,
you never know when
go.
you're going to get it again.
And Winnie's is going to need to climb that fence to get that bunny. What was
What
that?
was that? It's a rat. Have you seen that? A mouse?
Mouse.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. Right, we're going to head off.
Yep. Take my tequila.
Head that way. 11 drinks, 11 countries.
We'll drink the world.
11 hours of sleep.
Where are we
Don't
going?
make promises you can't keep, Steve.
Yeah, right. So I might still go to Hollywood Studios tomorrow.
I might not.
It just depends on how I feel.
Listen, I love it here. I genuinely do. And getting up at 5 AM, 5:30, 6 o'clock. We're on the bus for 7 and we're still here at 8:30. It's a long day. And that's not just one day, that's every day. Some Mickey's not so much, it smells really good. I might be hungry now.
Yeah. Then do something to eat. What is it?
It's Monreal. What's it, Steve?
Yeah. Okay. No, we're trying to find our way out.
Our exit?
5 minutes to station there.
Okay.
For the first time in history, all of us can have a say about the kind of world we want to live in. The choices we have made for the past 30,000 years have been invented